Hey guys, my name is Phantom, 25-year-old producer from Amsterdam. We're together performing at the Dockyard Festival at the Jam stage.
Hello, I'm Sama. I'm a 22-year-old producer from Utrecht, which is close to Amsterdam. And yeah, as he just said, we're performing at Dockyard.
What does ADE mean for you? Well, it means a lot of drinking, a lot of partying the whole week, meeting a lot of new friends, a lot of new people. Yeah, it's a very interesting week every year, so...
I totally agree with Tom. It's probably the best week of the year for me. There's loads of friends and colleagues from all over the world. A lot of networking, a lot of meeting new people, exciting people. So yeah, that. Which artist do you want to meet during ADE? For me, that would probably be Adam Beyer, since I just released on his label and I didn't really have the time to talk to him. I would really like to meet him tomorrow, probably at Awakenings.
For me, that would be Tale of Us, I think. I'm gonna play at their party for the second time in London, in the Printworks. Big fan of the Afterlife label, of course. They've been playing a lot of my music, so it's always nice to catch up with the guys. And besides that, as I already told, there's so many cool people to meet, so let's see who we're gonna walk into. What sets you apart from other artists? Well, actually I'm playing a live set only. I'm not doing DJ sets, so playing my own music for every set I do. I think that's a really big part of it. And also I'm playing pretty melodic, but it still has that techno edge, so it's a nice combination, and I think it really works really well right now, so.
I am not doing a live set. So in terms of DJing, I don't really have anything that really sets me apart, but my productions, I think I'm pretty the same as Tom. My tracks are really energetic and driving and have a lot of boomy elements in them. They're pretty bombastic and really melodic with big build-ups, a lot of tension going on. What got you into music? I would say, it might sound a bit cliche, but my parents. Both of my parents always really liked the techno sound, or the more like progressive John Digweed and Sasha kind of sound. And my dad used to listen to that always when I was around like 8-9 years old. So I already fell in love with like the more trancey sound, though, like Chesto and stuff. And yeah, that really got me into it.
Well, for me, I think as a kid I didn't do much with music, didn't take any music lessons when I was younger. I was more playing soccer on the pitch and stuff. But actually my nephew, he started doing a little bit of DJing with virtual DJ on a computer, and I find that kind of interesting. So I got a little into that, bought some cool CDs back in the days, some dance music compilations, and I think that's what it really started. And then it took me a few years to actually start myself, but that was kind of the spark that I needed to get interested into music. If you could change anything about the industry, what would it be? Oh, that's really difficult. I think the industry right now, especially here in the Netherlands, is really good. There's a lot of new cool concepts, a lot of artists breaking barriers. But I would love the crowd sometimes to be a bit more open to experimental stuff, even on the more mainstream parties. Of course, there's a lot of underground stuff going on, but especially at the bigger venues and the bigger crowds, it would be nice if the crowd would love some more experimental sounds. So let's push for that in the future.
I kind of do agree to Tom. I find it somewhat sad that a lot of people came into techno quite recently and don't really know what it's about. That it's actually about exploring new sounds and new vibes and energies. What I would also really like if people would dance a bit more and took a little bit less videos or photos, because it's all being live streamed at the moment, or at least the big parties. So why would you take videos if you can also see it on a way better camera from a way better point of view? What's the weirdest or funniest thing you've ever experienced during ADE? No comment.
I think the funniest thing for me during ADE was last year when I had to play a set at Pleinprijs Festival. And one of my other friends was playing at Strafwerk, and after my set at 5 o'clock I decided to take a cab to the other venue. And I joined him backstage and I just touched him on the back, and he was looking around like, oh, who touched me? And he still didn't see me. And then when he saw me, he was like, what the hell are you doing here? You just played your set at a completely other venue. And I think that's what ADE is all about, like meeting your friends and stuff and doing random stuff and, you know, ending up somewhere where you didn't expect yourself to be at. What tips would you give to a musician or DJ who is just starting out? I think the most important thing is exploring what kind of sound or what kind of energy you love most. And also note the fact that it will take you a while to get really good at what you're doing. So I guess it will take you, at least 4 or 5 years to get to a point where your music is actually good enough. So give yourself that time to explore and to become a better producer.
Yeah, definitely have patience. I would also say for my personal scene, the techno scene, I think it's really important to know where it came from, what it's about, and why techno is what techno is at the moment. That could really help you in your productions. What's your favorite gear? At the moment, I'm pretty in the box. I mostly use my laptop and Ableton.
You did get a new synth recently.
I did get a new synth. Yeah, the Prophet Rev 2. I do really like that. I really seem to get some cool sounds out of it. It sounds really nice and warm. And I would also say the Ellen Heath mixer. I really like that at the moment for my DJ sets.
Well, as far as DJ gear concerned, it would be the Allen & Heath 96, the new one. Really love that mixer. The sound is super tight. And as a favorite synthesizer, I'd have to pick the Electron Digitone right now, using that a lot. And I'm actually looking into getting that synth that you have, the Prophet Rev 2. Sounds great, and always, of course, the classic Moog sounds super cool too. So that would be my favorite gear. What can we expect from you in 2020? Well, I'm closing the year at Awakenings New Year's Eve. That will be my last gig of 2019.
This guy.
And for the next year, it will be Awakenings as well in February in Klokgebouw Eindhoven. There's a lot of new music coming soon, so yeah, just keep an eye on that.
To be honest, I don't know. I have no clue. It looks like I'm really starting to grow into the scene at the moment, but I have no music planned in 2020 yet. But I'm sure there's gonna be some great stuff going out. Oh, there's actually one thing. I will be doing a. I'm not sure if I can say that. Never mind. I'm going to be remixing a big artist, but that's all I can say. How do you drink your coffee? In any way. I like it black, but I also like it with milk.
I'd have to go for a double espresso with some sugar to get an extra rush. Hey guys, my name is Phantom. I'm performing live with Ableton. You can catch my sets at Awakenings New Year's Eve. I'm also gonna do print works in London for Afterlife. You can find me on every channel, VNTM Official. Yeah, just take a look.
So I'm Sama. I'm a young producer from Holland. I just had a release on Drumcode as a collab with Secret Cinema on the VA. I will be playing at Dockyard Festival this ADE and also the Drumcode Warehouse Project on the same day, actually, in Manchester. Yeah, and there's loads of cool stuff coming, so keep an eye out on my, I would say, Instagram, introducing _Sama.